Smokin Tobacco's coverage of the 2024 Premium Cigar Association Trade Show is brought to you by Drew Estate, the rebirth of cigars.
What's going on, everybody? Matt Tabacco from SmokinTobacco.com. I'm here at PCA 2024 with coverage brought to you by Drew Estate. I'm at the Aganorsa Leaf booth with none other than Terrence Riley, who is just an amazing connoisseur of so many different things. You have a palate that I don't think gets enough respect.
Oh, thank you. You know, I was just saying that the other day.
I know. You deserve more.
Would you say this is the greatest moment of our whole lives?
This is the greatest moment.
Let's flex it. Let's flex it to get there.
Our leaf is our strength.
Yeah, see, you know. Not everyone knows.
I do my homework, Terrence.
You're a great man.
I know. You are too.
I don't like the expression American hero. I use it flippantly, but you could be the greatest hero in American history.
Well, you know, I've heard it before. So,
not the first time, I'm sure.
It feels good to hear it from you, though.
Thank you.
You're also a great American hero.
Well, it takes one to know one.
You're on the front lines every day, standing up for what's right.
Yeah, grinding
away. You know, and some people don't get it. Some people, they like to shoot us down, but they don't.
There's a lot of people that want to take a turn to negative town.
Yeah.
We're over here in Positiveville.
That's right. That's right, Terrence.
See, you know.
Tell him, Terrence.
I could go on for hours.
I know. I know. I'd rather talk to you about what is right over here inside the Aganorsa Leaf.
So the big release this year is smoking one right now is our Arsenio, Aganorsa Leaf Arsenio. Arsenio Ramos was really responsible for the signature flavor that Aganorsa is known for.
Yes.
He worked the last 20 years of his life with us in Nicaragua. He passed in 2018. And prior to that, he was in charge of fermentation and leaf processing in Pinar del Rio, Cuba, which is the biggest and most important region of Cuba. The reason Cuban tobacco is famous is because of Pinar del Rio. Yeah. They grow it in other places, but that's not why Cuban tobacco is famous.
That's like the central source.
Exactly. Yeah. And so he was kind of semi-retired. He couldn't be a Communist Party member because on the form to join, one of the questions is, do you believe in God? And his answer to that was yes, which was the wrong answer. And so they said, okay, come back next year. And so he was never able to join the party. So he was kind of semi-retired, and Eduardo met him in Cuba and brought him to Nicaragua, where he really was the driver behind the seed varietals, the fermentation style, the blends that became what Aganorsa is known for. And we wanted to honor him with a cigar. This is a cigar he actually smoked. Obviously, it didn't have any bands on it. He just smoked it in the farms and the fields. And we had the blend, which was usually the hard part. But the difficult part was the packaging. We wanted to have great packaging, something that stood out, really honored him, and showed how important he was to us. And so it's 3 sizes: Robusto, Toro, and his favorite size, Corona. And it's going to be an annual release, 2,000 boxes of Robusto Toro this year, and then 1,500 of the Corona. And then we'll do it again next year, but that's all that we're going to have this year.
Yeah, I have to say the packaging's beautiful. The blue really pops. The blue and the gold.
Yeah.
Really pops. It's very regal. And I think it's a great representation.
Thank you.
Especially to honor someone's life.
Yeah, it's an important one. You know, his son is still in Nicaragua, amazing guy. Eduardo learned so much from him, and so it was important we did it right.
Yeah, I think you guys did. I can't wait to try it and see how it smokes.
Yeah, you validate it.
Validate it.
You got to validate it.
100%, always. Now, I know that this came out last year, but I hear that it's back for 2024.
Yeah, John, could you pass me that 10 by 100 right there? So
look at this.
So it's a size that should not be named. I mean, this is 10 by 100.
Jesus.
So for me, about 6 hours to smoke. I had to validate at least one, make sure it was ready for market.
Of course.
But there's a guy that actually smoked one in 1 hour and 40 minutes.
No way.
Yep, he did it. And he did it with witnesses. So we have witnesses.
How did he feel after that?
I don't know. In fact, I'm not even sure he's still around, to be honest with you. But that's the record so far. These things, there's a lot of lunatics out there, and these things sell like crazy. God help, all I can tell you is that, we don't judge.
People want them.
Yeah, that's what we're not here to judge.
Listen, Terrence, if they're looking for them and they're paying money for them, you got to keep making them.
Yeah, we're not here to tell people what to do with their lives.
I know. People should just stay in their lane.
Exactly.
If you want to eat cheesesteak sandwich from the side of the road, then that's your life.
Yeah. If you want to have a cheesesteak sandwich with some, green peppers on there, you should be able to do that without judgment.
If you want to go to Junior's Cheesecake for breakfast and then say, you know what, I'm not going to have the cheesecake because I'm not really into that right now. I'm going to go have something else. That's your right. You can do that.
Yeah, exactly. And judgment-free.
Judgment-free. And that's the only way it should be. Some people need to learn that. I don't know.
A lot of people do.
I know. Especially if your name begins with a W.
Yeah, and it ends with and your last name begins with a C.
I know.
I don't want to give it away.
I know.
His first name is Will. Nah, it's a little too obvious. His last name is Cooper.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I'm not going to give you both his names.
Yeah, it's too specific. Terrence, thank you. As always, you're the man.
Great to see you. Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Don't forget to validate with Aganorsa Leaf. Stay tuned for more coverage from PCA 24, brought to you by Drew Estate.